Hey guys, it's me again and I'm back with a new video. And first of all, I want to apologise for not uploading in a while. I just been having a break from YouTube, and plus, it's just been the same thing. But I'm back again on my phone. I'm going to be reading you the latest about this whole free tier thing. Certain parts of the UK are going into tier 3, the very high thing. So yeah. As South Yorkshire and Greater Manchester prepare to follow Lancashire and Liverpool into Tier 3 coronavirus restrictions, questions have been asked why measures can vary from area to area. There has been confusion as to why gyms in Liverpool had to close their doors when entering Tier 3, but they could remain open. And none concerned. To add to the confusion, it appears gyms and leisure facilities in Liverpool have been given the green light to reopen again. Gyms would reopen under Tier 3 restrictions, but soft play areas were closed. When it comes to restrictions for businesses, places, and baseline restrictions which are uniform across the country, these include certain businesses selling food or drink on their premises are required to close between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Pubs and bars must close. They can only remain open where they operate as if they were a restaurant, which means serving substantial meals like a main lunchtime or evening meal, and they may only serve alcohol as part of such a meal. Schools and universities can remain open, as can places of worship. People are advised against leaving Tier 3 areas, and weddings and funerals are allowed to go ahead, but restrictions on the number of people and social distancing is in place. No mixing of different households in any setting. Differences to these baseline restrictions imposed include restrictions preventing the sale of alcohol and hospitality or closing all hospitality, but takeaway and delivery are permitted. So that's good, otherwise we'd all be screwed. Closing indoor and outdoor entertainment and tourist attractions and venues. Closing venues such as leisure centres and gyms, while entering provision remains available for elite athletes, youth, disabled sports, physical activity. Closing public buildings such as libraries and community centres, whilst ensuring provision remains available for youth clubs, childcare activity and support groups. Closing personal care and close contact services or prohibiting the highest risk activities. Closing performing arts venues for the purposes of performing to audiences. Reason. Hence why Liverpool had its gyms closed but Lancashire did not. Those soft play areas were closed to bring restrictions in line with other Tier 3 areas to help avoid confusion. Set to move into Tier 3. Pubs, restaurants closed, soft play, casinos, gaming closed, gyms and rest centres stay open, no wedding receptions. Pubs and restaurants that do not serve food will close, as well as casino, gaming and soft play venues. Wedding receptions and social interaction inside or in private gardens will be forbidden. Gyms and rest centres will stay open, but classes will not take place. Rule of 6 applies indoors and outdoors. Pubs, restaurants must close at 10. Households must not mix indoors in any settings, including pubs and restaurants. Rule of 6 applies outdoors. Households must not mix indoors or in private gardens. Rule of 6 applies in outdoor spaces, including parks. Pubs and bars which don't serve meals will be closed. Excuse me. Six indoors and outdoors. Must not mix in indoor settings. Households must not mix indoors in private gardens. Pubs, bars will be closed. Flag on dependent areas for work purposes. T2 Everything University. You should not meet people in their home on student halls. You can eat and drink in not outdoor areas of pubs, restaurants. 6. You can stay in a hotel with only people in your household. So bases. To a second lockdown for 2 weeks. From 6 p.m. on Friday the 23rd of October, so in 2 days' time from the recording of this video. As of the recording of this video, it's 2 days. Travel is limited to essential travel only, for work purposes. Title 6 England. Came into force on 16th of October. Virus. Rule 6 applies indoors and outdoors. Households must not mix. You can mix indoors, private gardens. Restrictions, meeting anyone outside of your household is banned. The indoor situation is banned. Meet 6 people in a public space, long social distancing is maintained. Tier 3 rules mean all pubs and bars must close. They may reopen if they serve substantial meals and operate as a restaurant. Also, main lunchtime or opening meal, and they may only serve alcohol as part of the meal. Said meal. So schools and universities will remain open, but should cases worsen, the government has said that it would be willing to go further and may move to close the education system. But only if it gets really bad, like there's more cases like rising. And yeah, I may or may not record videos for like Friday and the weekend, because Yorkshire will be going into the high case tier 3 on Saturday. So yeah, Friday and Saturday, expect videos if I do, but don't be sad if I don't. Maybe tired, but anyway. Suppose it may remain open, but mixing between households is banned. Weddings and funerals are allowed to go ahead, but restrictions on the number of people and socially being closed. Receptions are banned. Tier 3 lockdowns. All gyms haven't been closed, but look set to reopen again. Exercise classes are allowed to take place outdoors. People advise against leaving things like work or education. So alcohol, close indoor entertainment, tourist sites, closing gyms that aren't already closed. Libraries, stop and close contact services, people stopping all performing arts venues, dives indoors and outdoors, pubs, restaurants closed 10. Households must not mix indoors in any settings, mix indoors or in private gardens. Rule of 6 applies. Spaces, pubs, bars don't serve meals will be closed. Yeah. And on the 25th of October, so over the weekend, the time of this video being recorded, also closed snooker and pool halls, indoor bowling centres, casinos and bingo halls. People are also banned from visiting each other's homes unless they're part of an extended household. So in early next month, starting to hurt. 1 a.m. on Saturday. So 12 a.m. on Saturday. Yeah, so this coming Saturday. Association. Banned from mixing with other households indoors unless they can operate. Restaurants, pubs, bars closed, non-essential travel advised against. Sorry. Just will be placed on Senti on Friday, so this coming Friday, time of filming. Rules in South Yorkshire included closure of betting shops, adult gaming centres, casinos, soft play centres and gym classes, so gyms will remain open. Not on Friday. Social mixing. Six. Rules of meeting indoors, outdoors. No households mixing indoors. Rule of 6 will apply. Pubs, restaurants at 10. No household mixing indoors or outdoors. Supplies and outdoor spaces, pubs, bars, lots of meals will be closed, guiding sentence travelling in and out of the area. The highest tier of coronavirus restrictions will be imposed on Greater Manchester from midnight on Friday the 25th of October and in South Yorkshire from midnight on Saturday. Moving from Tier 2 to Tier 3 for Irish. Other parts of the UK have also introduced additional coronavirus restrictions. Areas with the most rapidly rising transmission rates operate in Tier 3. You are not allowed to meet socially with anyone who's not part of your household or social bubble indoors. You cannot meet in private or pub gardens, but can meet in parks, benches, countryside or forests as long as you're not in a group of more than 6. Pubs and bars must close unless they are serving substantial meals. Alcohol can only be served as part of said meal. Part of a meal, people are being advised not to travel into or out of Tier 3 areas other than for work, education, youth services or because of caring responsibilities. Casinos, bingo halls and betting shops, adult gaming centres and soft play areas have closed in all Tier 3 areas. Lancashire car boot sales are not allowed. Gyms in the Liverpool City region were initially closed but have been told they will be able to reopen. Closed in Great Manchester from midnight on Friday the 23rd of October. The restrictions in Greater Manchester will be reviewed by at least the 11th of November. You are not allowed to meet socially with people you do not live with indoors. This includes private homes as well as pubs and gardens. People in support bubbles can go on meeting as before. Cameras will be provided. You can still meet friends and family outdoors, but only a group of up to 6. You may not meet a group of more than 6 people indoors or outdoors unless you're part of a larger household or support bubble. Pubs, bars, restaurants in the T1 area must close by 10 p.m. From 6 p.m. on Friday the 25th of October until the start of Monday the 9th of November, Wales will go into a sharp circuit break, a mini lockdown in which people will be told to stay at home in most circumstances, and in secondary school, pupils above year 8 will switch to online learning only. People must not visit other households or meet people they do not live with. Pubs, restaurants and non-essential shops will close. Leisure businesses, community centres, libraries and recycling centres will also shut. Places of worship will be closed for normal services except for funerals and weddings. Adults living alone or single parents will be able to join with one other household for support from anywhere in Wales. Northern Ireland has introduced 4 weeks of restrictions. The schools have closed for a 2-week extended half-term break and will reopen on the 2nd of November. Other measures include pubs, bars and restaurants must close except for takeaways and deliveries, which must stop by 11 p.m. Support bubbles will be limited to a maximum of 10 people from 2 households who are not allowed to stay overnight in someone else's home unless they are part of your bubble. Close contact services such as hairdressers and beauticians must close except for essential services. No indoor contact sport allowed unless at elite level. Gyms stay open for individual exercise only. No mass events of more than 15 people apart from certain sporting events. Wedding ceremonies limited to 25 people, with no receptions. Funerals limited to 25 people, with no wakes allowed before or after. Scotland is planning to introduce a 5-tier system of restrictions in early November. Meantime, Scotland, which was due to run until the 25th of October, has been extended to another week. Those all licensed premises, with the exception of hotel bars with residents, have to close indoors and outdoors, though takeaways are permitted. Cafes can stay open until 6 p.m. daily as long as they don't serve alcohol. People living in these areas have been told to avoid public transport unless absolutely necessary and not to leave their local areas if possible. People from outside are invited not to visit. Other measures include the closing of snooker halls, bowling alleys, casinos and bingo halls, the suspension of non-professional contact sports and indoor group exercise for adults. In the west of Scotland, pubs and restaurants can only open inside between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily, and they are not allowed to serve alcohol. They are only allowed to serve food and non-alcoholic drinks, although they can serve alcohol outdoors until 10 p.m. Hotel restaurants can serve food after 6 p.m, but only for residents and without alcohol. Throughout the nation, face coverings are compulsory in indoor communal settings such as staff canteens and corridors in workplaces. I was defined as a group of people who with physical contact, living alone, single parents, exclusive, so one can't switch. So overnight, there are social distancing even in tier 2 and 3 areas. Bubbles and those in single can bubble with one of those households. Bubble with a friend and not single parent. 2 single people living alone. Given the go-ahead to form an extended household. So Wales on the 3rd of November, circuit breaker lockdown during which people have been told to stay at home. The household including people in Scotland who live on their own. And household. Couples who do not live together. Household. Adults living alone, single parents under 18 are allowed to form a support bubble. The new group, all class bubbles. Social distancing, reduce close contact. That makes it quicker. So yeah, that's all I have to say. This video is getting long, so I have to end it now. So I'll see you in the next video, hopefully on Friday and Saturday. But don't be upset if I don't, because I'll be at the Youth Theatre tomorrow and obviously at the Arts Depot Friday nights on Friday. So maybe expect videos from me on Friday and Saturday about these new tier 3 things. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say. So bye.